Right, now then, how are we doing? Right, Wednesday waffle, wit and waffle, sub 7 video, call it what you will. This is an update. Right, it works. It really does work. What you ask, lower cadence. So I have been backing off the revolutions, or the amount you spin on the pedals. I've been winding that back, reducing the number of revolutions per minute, and as a consequence my heart rate has actually come down a bit. I've been spinning really quickly thinking that sort of like lighter load on the muscles, which is strictly true, and it does flush out the toxins and the lactate and all the other stuff that your body creates when it's under stress. But what I have realised, or what I've noticed is, and it's as clear as day when you think about it, if you're pushing a harder gear going up a hill, you're going to get there quicker. Instead of just spinning away comfortably and your miles an hour is going to be lower. Anyway, long story short, I've tried it, it works. So I went up the struggle and I had an all-out effort trying not to use my easiest gear. Admittedly, I did have to do that at the very end because I was just absolutely spent. But I knocked 2 minutes 31 off my previous time. So that is a win. And then on the way back home, by coincidence, I did the same thing again up Holbeck Lane and then PB that as well. So lower cadence definitely works. If it works long term over a Fred Whitten, for example, on a big day, I don't know, because maybe you're going to generate more fatigue. But this is all part of the whole thing. The whole experiment of going sub 7 is by trying new stuff. I hope cheap. Little interruption there. Right, I then employed this theory of the whole low cadence and I went to Rhinos Pass and tried it there as well. Didn't quite work because I was under fueled. So it is trial and error. I hadn't had a proper lunch before I went out in the afternoon, and I did take some food. If you are new to the channel, use this code, it'll help. So I went to Rhinos Pass and tried low cadence up the climb from the Little Langdale side, so not the Fred Whitten direction, and I struggled. Ran out of gears. I did it on my gravel bike, admittedly, ran out of gears, but then once I'd been to the top and on the way back down, I stopped for the view and dropped a gel, and it was a caffeine gel. Then I came alive. So as part of this experiment, the whole fueling thing as well is getting tried out. So the danger of waffling on, take a caffeine gel and you go like stink. I didn't keep riding until it ran out, so I was a little bit buzzy when I got back in the van to come home. But anyway, it works. I will keep on experimenting with the nutrition and the fueling. And really just winding it up now, the guy that said hello to me and said thank you for doing these videos in town, sorry, I've forgotten your name. Thanks for stopping and saying hello. And also Ollie from GCN, thanks for reaching out as well. Right, statistics. This week's numbers from the Strava log are as follows. 10 hours, 48 minutes in total. 99.8 miles. 10,761 feet of elevation. And 688 relative effort. I don't know what that is. I'm going to have to find out what relative effort is. So there you go. So that is the update. If you're new to the channel, there's stuff in the description. There's a code for mountain fuel. There's a Strava account which I use just for this Lake District Velo Guide channel. So reach out, get in touch. Don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. And as I always started to say now, share it with a friend, a family member, or even a stranger, because it helps the channel. And hopefully this is of some benefit to you. See you next week. And just so you know as well, this Sunday's video is going to be Rhinos Pass. So if you were curious about what Rhinos looks like, certainly the descent, which is part of the Fred Whitten route, make sure you've subscribed and check out the video on Sunday. So as you may have noticed, this video was actually done somewhere different. I'm going to... What the heck was that? I'm going to try and do a different location for each week. Anyway, that's more me entertaining myself. Right, see you next time.